Oliver was a boy, a really lovely boy. He lived in northern England where hills rolled green and wide. His house was small and snug with Mom and Dad, you see. And Grandma lived there too. She was full of warm smiles and the best, softest hugs. It was a truly happy place. Every day was a bit the same, but in a good, comforting way. Oliver went to school, of course. Then he'd come home again. Grandma would be waiting, always with a cup of tea and a biscuit just for him. They had their special time, just the two of them together. He loved that time so much. First, they would do homework. Grandma was good at sums and spelling tricky words, too. Then it was dinner time. Oliver helped Grandma cook, chopping carrots nice and slow and stirring the bubbling stew. The kitchen smelled so good, like cinnamon and warm bread. They made a great team. In the evenings, Mom and Dad came home. They both had important jobs. Dad was a builder, strong and kind. Mom worked in a big office. She traveled sometimes for work. They would tell stories at tea about their busy, bustling days. Oliver would listen, eyes wide. His family was his world, full of love and happy chat. One evening, things felt different. Mom gathered them all close. Her voice was a bit shaky. She had something big to say. "I have to go away," she said, "to a place called Chile." It was very, very far across a big, wide ocean. For a whole year she'd be gone. A whole long, lonely year. Oliver's heart did a funny thump, a big, wobbly, sad thump. Chile sounded so strange, so far from their cozy home. A year felt like forever. He didn't want Mom to go. Tears pricked his eyes then, hot and stinging they were. He would miss her terribly, miss her warm hugs every day. Mom hugged him super tight. "Oh, my darling boy," she whispered. "I'll miss you more than words." But she made a big promise. "We'll talk on the computer every single day, I promise." He could see her face on screen and hear her voice so clear. It wasn't the same as a hug, but it was something at least. Grandma gave Oliver a cuddle, a long, warm, comforting one. Granddad came round more often. He told funny, silly jokes and stories of when he was small. They tried to make him smile. Dad gave extra big bear hugs. They all tried to help him, to make the sadness feel smaller. But it was still a big, gray cloud. Oliver thought and thought. What could he do for Mom? To show her he loved her, even when she was far away. Then he had a brilliant idea. He would make her things. Pictures and crafts and cards. One for every month she was gone. He'd keep them in a special box. A secret treasure, just for her. Autumn came with golden leaves falling from the tall trees. Oliver collected the best ones. Reds and yellows and browns. He did rubbings with crayons, making leafy patterns appear. He found shiny, smooth conkers and made a little conker man with matchstick arms and legs. He put them safely in his box. Winter brought the cold winds and sometimes a dusting of snow. Oliver cut out paper snowflakes, each one different, each one unique. He made a special Christmas card with lots of sparkly glitter and a big red painted heart. Mom came home for Christmas. Oh, the joy, the happy hugs. It was the best present ever. Then spring arrived, fresh and new. Tiny green shoots peeped up. Oliver pressed pretty wildflowers, daisies and bright buttercups. He drew pictures of baby lambs, wobbly and fluffy in the fields. Summer brought long, sunny days. He collected shells on a day trip to the bright, breezy seaside and painted big, cheerful suns. His box was getting wonderfully full. The year slowly turned around. Season by season, it passed. And then the best news came. Mom was coming home soon. Not just for a little visit, but to stay. For good this time. Oliver felt a fizz inside him, like lemonade bubbles, all happy. He counted down every single day, waiting for her. The day finally arrived. There she was, at the door. Mom, with her smiling eyes and her arms open wide. Oliver ran straight into them. It was the best hug ever. Later, he felt a bit shy. "I have something for you, Mom." He carefully carried his box, his treasure box of the year. They sat down on the sofa. Oliver opened the lid slowly. Inside, all his creations lay. The autumn leaves, so crisp, the glittery Christmas card bright, the pressed spring flowers delicate, the sunny summer paintings, each one a piece of his heart. Mom looked at every single one. Her eyes shone with happy tears. "Oh, Oliver," she whispered, "these are the most beautiful gifts." She hugged him so very tight. They looked through them all again, remembering the whole long year, the happy calls, the little sad bits, and they knew something important, something true and very real. When you love someone very much, they are always with you, always. No matter how far apart you are, love keeps you close, in your heart.